Hello and good afternoon. You're listening to The Playlist with OK and Ashley and DJ Randy Wow. I'm your host, Joshua OK Hale, and sitting beside me is my lovely co-host, Miss Ashley Cahill. Ashley, say hello to the people.
Hello, people. It's good to be back. How's it going?
It has been a long time since our last meeting, 2 weeks, but we are back and we are ready to roll. So we want you to sit back, crack open a little homework, and let's take you on another musical adventure. Ashley, how do you feel about our Facebook results that we've been having?
Oh my goodness, it makes me so happy.
I know. We literally made that Facebook page during our very first show. We were like, hey, we need a Facebook page. We started it off. We have, let's see right here. Let me refresh this page. Last time I checked, yeah, we have 84 likes right now.
Nice.
And we had like 70 of those within 72 hours of that first show. So we want to send a big thank you to everyone who liked the page and anyone who watched that first episode. It's only going to get better from here, guys, so we really want to thank you. Also, we're trying to increase that activity. Recently, I posted a poll about the late Philip Seymour Hoffman and, which movie was his best. So I listed a few movies.
So tragic.
Yeah, it was, I don't know, I'm too upset to even talk about it. But we want you to go on there, take part in that poll. Post songs that you want to hear on here. If you haven't heard them before, post topics, because we will integrate that into the show for you guys. We want to make a show that you guys enjoy listening to. So, yeah, thank you so much for anyone who's liked, and encourage your friends to like our page. And help us get to that 100 like mark. We're 16 likes away. So.
Ooh, 16 likes. Come on, guys. We can
Yeah.
get that in a day, in an hour. Tell your friends. Tell your family.
There we go.
Listen to us. Alrighty, well, we are going to play 45 by Shinedown. Miss Rachel Dieters requested it via Facebook at the OK and Ashley page. So we're going to take it away with DJ Randy playing 45 by Shinedown.
Send away for a priceless gift. One not subtle, one not on the list. Send away for a perfect world. One not simply so absurd. In these times of doing what you're told, keep these feelings no one knows. Whatever happened to the young man's heart, swallowed by pain as he slowly fell apart. And I'm staring down the barrel of a 45, swimming through the ashes of another life. No
was Baby Blue by Badfinger. You may have recognized that tune from the series finale of Breaking Bad. I won't give anything away, but let's just say those are the last sounds that you hear from the show. So you might have recognized that if you are a Breaking Bad fan. Well, speaking of TV, Jimmy Fallon is going to be taking over at The Tonight Show from Jay Leno. He's going to be officially starting February 17th. Jay Leno's last show was last night, Thursday night, so I'm sure that I didn't get a chance to watch that, but I'm sure that that was a big hit. But Jimmy Fallon's going to be starting February 17th. That's when he's officially going to take over the show, and it's actually going to be taped at 30 Rockefeller Plaza. This is the first time the Tonight Show has been taped at 30 Rock since Johnny Carson left 30 Rock in 1972. He still did it for another 20 years until 1992, and that's when Jay Leno took over from him. But the last time that they have shot this at 30 Rock was 1972. So I think it's a really big deal. 30 Rock is a very iconic place for NBC, for TV in general, even if it's not NBC. They're an icon. They're of TV. So I think it's important, and I think it's a good thing that they're shooting that at 30 Rock. So.
Oh no, I mean I completely agree. Bringing it back to pretty much where it started, and I mean it started back in 1954, and I mean it's such an iconic show. And now you have Leno who's leaving. You know what are people gonna think? What are people gonna say with Jimmy Fallon doing it? Jimmy Fallon's, kind of like the opposite of Jay Leno.
Well, I like Jay Leno. Like, he's good at what he does, because if he wasn't good at what he does, he would have been gone a long time ago permanently. But I don't know, that whole thing with Conan really put a sour taste in my mouth. I really loved Conan, and I think Conan went off humbly whenever he left. It was a very good way to leave when you're pretty much being forced to leave. I also understand how Leno felt, because Leno was kind of forced. The decision to remove Leno wasn't made with conversations with Leno.
Mm-hmm.
So, or at least that's what I picked up from the media. So, I think this is good. I definitely think it's time for Leno to step down, and Jimmy Fallon to kind of come into that spot.
It's a nice change.
Yeah, it is a nice change. And you know what? Things have worked out for Conan. I love watching Conan, and I think that one thing I'm hoping because this is my opinion of Jimmy Fallon, is I think Jimmy Fallon is kind of like if you take Jay Leno and Conan and kind of mix them together, and then you throw in a little.
If they had a kid, it would be Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, if they had a kid, it would be Jimmy Fallon. But Jimmy Fallon also has that X factor that's unique to himself, which any good entertainer has. So I think it's going to be really, really good for NBC. Also, I'm excited to see Seth Meyers take over for Jimmy Fallon. There's a lot of cool things going on, and that's one thing you always have in TV. When you have someone move up, there's all these different moves, like these sub moves afterwards. And I think that Seth Meyers is a really good person to drop into.
He was a very good choice.
Yeah, to drop into that position. So.
Yeah, I mean, and Seth Meyers has been on SNL for.
Yeah, for a long time.
Oh, forever.
For a long time. Jimmy Fallon will be keeping, because he has producer duties with SNL. He will be keeping those in addition to his Tonight Show duties. So I'm really glad to hear that as well. I have never watched a ton of late night, not the show, just in general late night TV, but all these position updates. With Jimmy Fallon, and you have Seth Meyers. It's making me I'm definitely gonna try to watch as much late night as I can. So
I really like late night. I mean, especially when I'm up pulling an all-nighter with homework and nothing else is on TV. I mean, I typically would watch Jimmy Fallon just because, personally I liked him more. He was just more entertaining.
Absolutely.
But either way, I think with the whole late night and the moving they're doing with who's going to take over what, I think it'll be very beneficial. I think everyone's going to do well in their spots. Might be bittersweet to Jay Leno. Who knows what he's going to do next. But it'll be interesting.
Yeah, and I know that NBC does have they're talking to him about doing something, so I'm sure he'll be be in some sort of producer role, not necessarily with the Tonight Show, but with with something else.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely don't think this is the end of Jay Leno.
Oh, absolutely not.
He'll do something. I mean, it's Jay Leno.
Yeah. And one thing that I hope that Jimmy Fallon brings to the table with the Tonight Show is one of my favorite things about Jimmy Fallon's late night right now is I love the sketches I love he's had Justin Timberlake on there a couple times, and Justin Timberlake's really funny. And they had
Him and JT are like BFFs.
I didn't know that. I didn't know
They
that.
are.
I really like the skit that Jimmy Fallon did one with JT, and it was like they were at this summer camp, and then they sang that one song, like the "I Only Want to Be with You" by Hootie and the Blowfish, and it was like they were making fun of it kind of, and it was really funny.
that.
If you haven't seen it, I'd highly recommend to YouTube it. But I hope that he brings that sketch comedy aspect, because that's the reason I like his show.
Yeah.
And I think that they will. I think that he'll bring it back. I think they'll bring it with him because that's what makes him funny. They picked him because he's funny, and that's what helps make him funny. So I don't think they would get rid of things that are appealing about him. So
He's funny. He's different. He's unique. Like he's kind of bringing late night television with SNL and like combining it.
there we
which
go.
is awesome. I mean, I think it's a good. I don't know what the word
A good
would
balance.
be. Yeah,
Good
it
balance.
is. It's a good balance, especially for late night when you have the people who are getting home late from work because they have, a late shift, or even if they're like getting ready to leave for the late shift, they can put that on, or students pulling an all-nighter. It's something that is entertaining. It's something that keeps us up. It's something that keeps us interested.
There we go. Enough said. When we come back, we're gonna head to listen to some Red Hands by Walk Off the Earth. When we come back, find out about our friend Mr. Bieber and
The
what
Biebs.
he's getting into recently. So, Red Hands by Walk Off the Earth. Send it away, Randy.
I know that I messed up a few times, or what you won't call it. I know if I fell down, you changed the way that I saw it.
I put it on the line for this time only.
Is that what you really want? I can't see that I got red hands, I'm colorblind, sing day, oh. Don't put the blame on my child, the damn thing gone wild. Day, oh. Never wanted to be fooling you, can't believe I was fooling you. Is that what you really want? That gun is loaded. That gun is loaded, but it's not in my head. That gun is loaded, but it's not in my head. The fire burns, I'm not the one with the match head. That gun is loaded, but it's not in my
I've seen it all before. You back out and everything's changing. I needed something more. You step down, so what are you chasing?
I put it on rewind for this time only. Is that what you really want? I realize that I got red hands, I wanna change this. Hey, oh. Don't ask me why I choose to lie, I stay blind. Oh, hey, oh. It's clear to me that you are human too. Your accusations are burning through. Is that what you really want? That gun is loaded. That gun is loaded, but it's not in my head. That gun is loaded, but it's not in my head. The fire burns, I'm not the one with the match head. That gun is loaded, but it's not in my That gun is loaded. That gun is loaded.
Wait till you're announced. We've not yet lost all our graces. The hounds will stay in chains.
Look upon your greatness as you'll send the call out, 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 send. Call the ladies out, they're in their finery. 100 jewels on throats, 100 jewels between teeth. Now bring my boys in, their skin in craters like the moon. The moon we love like a brother, while he glows through the room. Dancing around the lies we tell, dancing around big eyes as well. Even the comatose, they don't dance and tell. We live in cities you'll never see on screen. Not very pretty, but we sure know how to run free. Living in ruins of a palace within my dreams. And you know, we're on each other's team. I'm kinda over getting told to throw my hands up in the air. So there. So all the cups got broke, shards beneath our feet, but it wasn't my fault. And everyone's competing for a love they won't receive, 'cause what this palace wants is release. We live in cities you'll never see on screen. Not very pretty, but we sure know how to run free. Living in ruins of a palace within my dreams. And you know, we're on each other's team. I'm kinda over getting told to throw my hands up in the air. So there. I'm kinda older than I was when I rebelled without a care. So there. We live in cities you'll never see on screen. Not very pretty, but we sure know how to run free. Living in ruins of a palace within my dreams. And you know, we're on each other's team. We're on each other's team. And you know, we're on each other's team. We're on each other's team. And you know, and you know, and you know.
Well, that was Team by Lorde. And you know what? I think that girl is really taking the world by storm. I love several of her songs. I think I'm going to really try to get the song Tennis Court on here next time because I love that song too.
She
so.
came out of nowhere too. Like
Yeah,
it was
she
just
really
like
did.
boom, Lorde, Royals, and we're all like, what? Who is she?
Yeah, and she's blowing up the radio, so
Yeah.
good for her. We'll definitely be hearing more of her, definitely. Well, last episode we told you about a little legal trouble that Mr. Justin Bieber was having,
naughty
and
Bieber.
I know there's been a lot going on with this, and a lot of people have been following it. Well, apparently, like the day that he was arrested, a petition was started in order to get him deported and banned from the United States because the pop star is originally from Canada. Ashley, you have a little bit more about this. You know a little bit more about this than I do.
Yeah, originally it was just, the top of it was going to be, 5,000 signatures, and then it just kept growing. It went from 5,000 to 25,000 to 100,000, and when it reached 100,000 signatures, the White House said, okay, well, we're going to take a look at this now. And now I guess it's reached up to 250,000 signatures of people who don't want Bieber here, but the White House has said that, unfortunately, that's not enough to get him deported.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand it, and the thing with, I don't really care for Justin Bieber, and I didn't have a problem with Justin Bieber when he was just making music. When he was just making music and he was doing his thing, I didn't have a problem with him. And a lot of people are like, oh, he looks like a girl, like he's just another like little boy pop star, and you know what? That's whatever. They can say whatever they want, but he wasn't bothering anybody.
Nope.
He wasn't bothering anybody. He was doing his own thing, and he was good at it. He was making money.
He hadn't
And-
let fame get to his head yet.
Yeah, and clearly he has. I know that I think it was. Don't quote me on this. I don't know what interview she was doing, but Miley Cyrus recently did an interview. I believe it was Ryan Seacrest. I'm not 100% sure who it was, but it was Miley
Oh,
Cyrus.
I think I remember
And she
this.
was doing an interview, and because she's reportedly pretty good friends with Bieber. And she had said that they were talking to her and like, oh, have you talked to him? Have you given any advice? And she kind of advised him to like, I mean, you have millions of dollars, so try to get that to help you the best that you can. But she also said, because a lot of people are kind of giving her flack right now too, because she's going through, her appearance and her style's gone through a lot of changes in the last,
Kind of going
yeah.
off the wall.
Yeah, kind of going off the wall. And a lot of people were giving her flack for it, but one thing that she said is like, hey, I'm not doing anything illegal. I haven't been in the news for doing anything illegal, so, pretty
She's
much like
only been in the news because she's not the 11-year-old Hannah Montana anymore.
Exactly.
That's all that's being in the news about her. I mean, because she's completely changed. But then you have Bieber, like you said, who is ultimately gonna hurt people with this street racing and being under the influence while doing it. I mean, thankfully no one was hurt, but
Yeah,
what if
and-
he had hit a citizen's car? Would that citizen have lived?
Yeah. And I don't know a whole lot of information. There's a lot of information out there that says like, because it's not like he actually wasn't, from what I understand, he actually wasn't speeding. He was speeding, but he wasn't like going like 100 miles an hour. I think he was actually only going like a 60 and a 35, and he wasn't doing anything that, like when I say reckless, I mean that very loosely. Nothing like slamming any cars or anything like that, but. Still, I think that people need to remember that, he's not the only one who's doing stuff like that. There's people, non-celebrity, who do things 20 times worse than this, and they're not getting deported. They're not getting banned from the U.S. I think that there's a lot of people who haven't liked him for a long time, who are kind of using this as an excuse to kind of lash out more than they necessarily would. If he was just a normal person, you'd be like, throw him in prison. But, people are saying, hey, deport him, get him out of here.
Yeah,
So,
no, I mean, I completely agree with you, but I also want him to be charged and treated like a normal citizen, not like a celebrity. And do you really think that's going to happen?
I really don't know, and that's why I really want to watch the situation closely, and that's why I had it in. That's why I brought it into this second episode, because this is something that people are going to follow and people are going to want to have information on, even though it's not it's not breaking news by any means, but we're here to deliver pop culture updates, and that's definitely a pop culture update. So
I mean, what do you guys think? Say something on our Facebook page. Let us know your opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll bring them up.
Yeah,
What do you think of the Biebs going cray-cray?
Yeah, exactly. So, comment on our Facebook page. Let us know what you think. We're going to head back to some music, but we're going to be back in a few minutes with our box office leaders report. Until then, here's Pharrell Williams with Happy.
Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know
Ashley Cahill. And now it is time for our box office leader report. Coming in at number 1 with 12 million is Ride Along with Kevin Hart and Ice Cube. At number 2, we have Frozen still. It's hanging in there, 8.9 million. That Awkward Moment with Zac Efron comes in at number 3 with 8.7 million. And at number 4 and 5, we got The Nut Job and then Lone Survivor coming in at 7 million. That is your box office report.
You know, Ashley, I am ready for some new movies. Like I really like the ones that are out right now. I've seen almost all of them, but I am anticipating the next few months a lot.
No, I think a lot of good movies have come out already and are coming out. I think it's been a really good couple months of movies, and I can't wait to see what else is coming out. So, I mean, do you know what else is coming out?
Well, this weekend, we have the Lego Movie with the voice talents of Chris Pratt. That opens this weekend, and he actually is on Parks and Recreation. He's a big
that's
character
right.
on Parks and Recreation, so that will be coming out with the voice talents of him. Plus, there's countless other people who bring their voices to that film. I know that Liam Neeson does it. I'm maybe Morgan Freeman.
I think I remember hearing him. What
I'm
do you
not-
think? What do you think the Lego Movie will bring in? Do you think it'll be a hit?
I think it'll be. I think it's going to be like a 2-weekend hit. I mean, I think it's going to be mainly little kids.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean that's kind of a given, but I think it's going to do well. There hasn't been a Lego movie yet, like a substantial one, so
Yeah.
I think this is going to be good.
Guilty pleasure. I think I want to see it.
Well, there you go. Let us know how it is.
I shall.
Also, we're going to have The Monuments Men, starring George Clooney, Matt Damon, and a wide array of other actors. That comes out this weekend as well. And then we have Vampire Academy, starring Zoe Dush and Lucy Fry. Not sure how that one's going to do. I think that one's going to be the flop of the century.
Yeah, I think
that's
I
gonna,
can agree with you on that.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the first half of the year's biggest flop right there. But
Yeah.
that might be a little premature saying that.
They're just coming out with too many vampire movies
Yeah, they
now.
need to stop.
They're overdoing it.
Yeah, Twilight was about as much as I could take.
Oh,
So,
Twilight.
you can find all that and more at your local theater. Go ahead to IMDb and pop in your zip code and find it out. All those are playing it somewhere within the area. So the Super Bowl was last Sunday, and
Oh my gosh,
I
the
have to
Super
admit it,
Bowl.
I did not watch the Super Bowl. I did not watch the Super Bowl. I couldn't do it. A lot of years watching the Super Bowl. I really don't care about football. Plus, I'm really glad I did not watch that Super Bowl because apparently,
It was
Yeah.
a shutout.
yeah.
It was, I mean, you look at it and it almost seems as if it was rigged.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, the first half that I watched was, oh man, it was brutal. It was brutal. There weren't even that many good commercials this year either.
But
That's what I watch it for, is
Well-
the commercials.
well, there were some really awesome TV spots, and
Yes,
I
there
did
was.
see all these TV spots. I saw them on IMDb though. I did not watch them. They were not worth watching the game. But we had Transformers: Age of Extinction. Age of Extinction, the fourth Transformers movie, making its 30-second promo premiere. We have not had a promo yet. It was released on the Super Bowl during the Super Bowl game. It was really, really interesting. It seems like it's going to be classic Michael Bay. Lots of explosions, lots of that going on. The dynamic has definitely seemed like it's changed.
Fun fact about that,
Okay.
they're going to be called Dinobots.
Well,
I'm not even joking. I laughed so hard when I found that out. They're going to be Dinobots.
well, I mean that's what they're. I mean that's what they're called. They had a show back in the '90s called Beast Wars, and it was like a dinosaur animal themed like Transformers, and I mean it's very big within the Transformers world. The T-Rex Grimlock. I mean, in the promo, you see Optimus Prime riding Grimlock with
Oh my God, that's awesome.
with a sword and shield. That's all I need. Michael Bay is, it's mainly explosions with him. A lot of people give him crap because it's a lot of explosions and a lot of unnecessary flash. But you know what? I will watch Optimus Prime ride
Oh,
Grimlock.
God. I think that's going to be a funny and interesting sight to see.
Well, I think it's going to be straight up awesome. I think it's going to be awesome. That comes out June 27th, so we got a few months to go. But in April, we have Captain America Winter Soldier. That had a promo.
Yes.
Trailer's been out for a while. I'm a pretty big superhero, especially Marvel fanatic. So
Love Marvel.
So I know a lot of what I think are going to be kind of spoilers within the Winter Soldier. You could definitely Google it, but that's going to be awesome. I'm really excited to see the Falcon. I'm kind of excited to see, like I said in the last episode, what they kind of do with Steve Rogers. You know, him adapting to the world, and I'm really excited to see what kind of relationship, if any, is formed between him and Natasha Romanoff, who is the Black Widow, who was also
Yes.
in the Avengers. It seemed like there might be some sort of relationship forming there, and I think that would be interesting to see. So that's exciting. That comes out, like I said, April 4th of this year. In March, which is, I think this is the movie that's coming out the soonest, that's like has that big hype around it, is Noah, starring Russell Crowe and Emma Watson.
Yes, Emma Watson is in that. I noticed that. I like to go on IMDb and scroll and watch all the trailers and spoil it for myself whenever I can.
Yeah, and
Because I'm nerdy like that. But when I saw Emma Watson in it, I was like, what?
there we go.
Emma, really?
Yeah, I was very.
I'm impressed.
I was very excited. I'm very excited to see that also, because then, you know, I think later on this year, I think around November or December, I'm not quite sure, don't quote me on that, but Christian Bale stars in Moses. He plays Moses, and Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad is cast as Joshua. So I'm excited to see it. I think it's going to be a little bit different
That'd be
angle than what is taken on Noah. Noah, it seems like it's going to be more of kind of like a, I believe it's Ridley Scott again. I'm not quite sure, but I believe it's Ridley Scott, which wouldn't surprise me because it has Russell Crowe in it, and I know they've worked together a lot. So that's going to be interesting. That comes out March 28th, 2014. And then this is probably the movie that I am the most excited to see. It's The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It comes out May 2nd, 2014. I'm very, very excited. They released a new trailer to go with this. And I'm telling you, and I don't even care. It might be spoilers. It might be not. I think Gwen Stacy is going to die. She dies in the comic books. That is like any person who has even kind of thought about comic books before, that's like one of two of the most famous comic books in the Spider-Man comic book world are the one where the death of Gwen Stacy, and then the very next one whenever he goes out for revenge against the Green Goblin. In the comic books, you know, Gwen Stacy's being held captive, and she's like unconscious, and the Green Goblin has her, and he like tosses her and throws her. And you know, Spider-Man catches her with his web. When he pulls her up, she's gone. She's already dead. And so that's something that Peter Parker in the comic books, I don't know what they're going to do in the movie, but in the comic books, that's something that he always has to live with. He has to live with not knowing, did like him catching her and then maybe like her neck snap kill her, or was she already dead? And that's something he'll never know. So and they had a scene where she was falling and he was like catching her. Like, I mean, he was holding on to her and stuff, but I don't know. I think it would be the perfect thing to take the movie into a good place to be for the third movie. Also, I know that they've casted someone for Mary Jane Watson, so bringing her into the picture a little bit. Maybe we see a broken Peter Parker in the third movie because of a possible death with Gwen Stacy. People love Gwen Stacy. They love the actress who plays her. What is her name again? Sorry, Emma Thompson.
No.
I'm
Thompson. What am I saying?
Well,
Thompson was Saving Mr. Banks.
Oh yeah, so I have no idea. Anyway, I'm sorry. I have a brain fart right now. Emma Stone. There we go. There it is. Oh, I have IMDb right in front of me too. I should have just Googled it. No, but Emma Stone playing Gwen Stacy. People love her in that role, and I think that it's going to be believable if something were to happen to her. I'm not saying that there will. I just don't think. I don't think you can have Gwen Stacy in a major role that she has been in these movies, and she will play in the second movie. You can't have her and then kill her at the end of the third one, or even in part of the third one, because you have to give Peter Parker time to heal. If you're going to kill her off, it's got to be now, because then the next movie needs to be about him coming back, him rising from that. So, and I have no idea what's going to happen, but I just think that they're going to get rid of Gwen Stacy. But
well, I mean, I would hope that they would stick fairly close to the comic books. I mean, they're so popular and they've been around for so long.
You would hope so, but that's not always the case.
I know.
But let's get along with it. Katy Perry and Juicy Jake with Dark Horse. DG Randy Wow, spin it.
Yeah. Juicy J. Let's rage.
I knew you were gonna come to me. And here you are, but you better choose carefully. 'Cause I'm capable of anything, and everything. Make me your Aphrodite, make me your one and only. Don't make me your enemy, your enemy, your enemy. So you wanna play with magic? Boy, you should know what you're falling for. Baby, do you dare to do this? 'Cause I'm coming at you like a dark horse. Are you ready for a perfect storm, perfect storm? 'Cause what's your mind, what's your mind?
There's no going back.
Mark my words, this love will make you levitate like a bird without a cage. Down to earth, if you choose to walk away, don't walk away. It's in the palm of your hand now, baby. It's a yes or no, no maybe. So just be sure before you give it all to me, all to me. Give it all to me. So you wanna play with magic? Boy, you should know what you're falling for. Baby, do you dare to do this? 'Cause I'm coming at you like a dark horse. Are you ready for a perfect storm, perfect storm? 'Cause what's your mind, what's your mind?
There's no going back.
She's a beast. I call her karma. She eats your heart out like Jeffrey Dahmer. Be careful, try not to lead her on. Shorty heart is on steroids, 'cause her love is so strong. You may fall in love when you meet her. If you get the chance, you better keep her. She's sweet as pie, but if you break her heart, she turns cold as a freezer. That fairy tale ending with a knight in shiny armor. She can be my sleeping beauty. I'm gon' put her in a coma. Damn, I think I love her. Shot it so bad, I sprung and I don't care. She wrapped me like a roller coaster, turned the bedroom into a fair. Her love is like a drug. I was trying to hit it and quit it, but lil' mama so dope, I messed around and got addicted.
So you wanna play with magic? Boy, you should know what you're falling for. Baby, do you dare to do this? 'Cause I'm coming at you like a dark horse. Are you ready for a perfect storm, perfect storm? 'Cause what's your mind, what's your mind?
There's no going back.
Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time. Turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. I know who I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. Closing time. This room won't be open till your brothers or your sisters
Semisonic, getting your 90s on. There you go. Well, we use social media for so many different reasons in today's society, and I just kind of wanted to put your attention to a recent usage of social media that I thought was very interesting, something I think needs some attention. You might have seen it, but there have been a lot of, with Facebook's 10-year anniversary, they released the My Facebook Movie that kind of takes your profile and it summarizes some of your most liked statuses and pictures that you've added and like how long it's been since you've joined and things like that. Well, a father is trying to get the word out in order to gain access to his son's Facebook 10-year anniversary movie. His son recently died, I think back in 2012, he said it was, and he, for a while now, ever since, the last, week or so, he has been trying to find some way to get access to his son's Facebook page in order to, because he wants to be able to view his son's movie. He's very hurt, he's in the grieving process, and he wants to be able to see those memories kind of put together like that. So he kind of made a video kind of calling out Mark Zuckerberg, if you will, just trying to get some attention, hoping the video would go viral, and I think it's on its way. So if you see the video, go ahead and I would encourage you to watch it, share it, try to help this father reach the higher up so he can get access to his son's 10-year anniversary movie.
That is so sweet.
Yep.
I hope he gets that.
Me too. Me too.
Alrighty, well, moving on to the next topic, we have the definitive ranking of Disney love songs, thanks to the lovely people over at BuzzFeed. Coming in at number 10, we have Love is an Open Door from Frozen.
I Won't Say I'm in Love is coming at number 9 from the movie Hercules.
Oh, love Hercules, such a classic.
It's a good time.
We got Bella, how do I say that? Note?
Well, you got to hit number 8 first.
Oh my gosh,
That's
I'm
number
skipping
7,
number
Ashley.
8. Look at me, I am so excited.
She's been here
and-
too long, guys.
I just love Disney so much. All right, we got number 8, Once Upon a Dream from Sleeping Beauty.
I don't know how to pronounce this either, but it's Bella Not from Lady and the Tramp. I have never seen Lady and the Tramp.
You've never seen Lady and the Tramp?
No, and I won't ever see it. I'm committed.
What?
I'm committed to it
You
now.
have to see some classic Disney movies. Come on, that's
I
a
have.
classic
I have
Disney
seen
movie.
every classic Disney movie.
That is a
except-
classic Disney movie.
But I don't want to watch it. That's the one I haven't seen.
Oh, it's great. All right, we got I See the Lights from Tangled at number 6.
Coming in at number 5, my personal favorite, Tale as Old as Time from Beauty and the Beast. Single-handedly the best Disney movie that has ever been created.
I have to admit, it is also my favorite, and I just watched it the other day, and I still know pretty much all the words to every song.
Classic. It's classic.
It is a classic. Oh, and then you got, let's see, Kiss the Girl coming in at number 4 from The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, and if you noticed, and you'll see this as we go on, but as these numbers drop, the classic movies emerge. You have some older ones, but classic movies emerge. A Whole New World from Aladdin comes in at number 3.
A whole new world.
All right,
Oh,
see it
God,
for after the
love
show.
It.
See
Love
it for
it.
after the show, Ashley.
All right, we have So This Is Love from Cinderella at number 2.
Duly noted. And at number 1, Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Can
you
you?
feel the love tonight?
Can you feel it?
I cannot. From The Lion King, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Obviously, I think hands down, it's got to rank number 1 on the list of top 10 love songs. Number 1's got to be that. Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Yeah.
So
No, I agree. I mean, it's Lion King. I mean,
there we go.
it is probably the most and best classic, most favorited. I mean, you got Hakuna
Yeah.
Matata.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite, but it is one of. It's probably like Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, and then Aladdin for me. That's probably where it ranks.
I'd say I have to agree with you on Beauty and the Beast for mine. Then I'd have to say A Little Mermaid, and then Lion King. I think for something with me, I think it might have to do with the red hair. I've always wanted to be Ariel, swimming in the
I think it's
ocean.
Ariel. It's Ariel, I think.
Ariel?
Well, that's how Sebastian pronounces it.
Isn't
So, yeah, it's
Sebastian
Ariel.
supposed to be like French or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I have no
He's
idea.
got some kind of accent going on.
I don't know. I do not know. But speaking of love, we're going to toss you a little 90s love rock ballad here.
Nice.
More Than Words by Extreme coming at you. DJ Randy Wow. Spin it.
Enjoy.
Saying I love you is not the words I want to hear from you. It's not that I want you not to say, but if you only knew how easy it would be to show me how you feel. More than words is all you have to do to make it real. Then you wouldn't have to say that you love me, 'cause I'd already know. What would you do if my heart was torn in two? More than words to show you feel that your love for me is real. What would you say if I took those words away? Then you couldn't make things new just by saying I love you. La-di-da, la-di-da. mystery to me. We have agreed with which we have agreed. And you think you have to want more than you need. Until you have it all, you won't be free. Society, you're a crazy breed. I hope you're not lonely without me. When you want more than you have, you think you need. And when you think more than you want, your thoughts begin to bleed. I think I need to find a bigger place. 'Cause when you have more than you think, you need more space. Society, you're a crazy breed. I hope you're not lonely without me. Society, crazy indeed. I hope you're not lonely without me. There's those thinking more or less is more. But if less is more, how you keeping score? It means for every point you make, your level drops. Kinda like you're starting from the top. And you can't do that. Society, you're a crazy breed. I hope you're not lonely without me. Society, crazy indeed. I hope you're not lonely without me. Society, have mercy on me. I hope you're not angry if I disagree. Society, crazy indeed. I hope you're not lonely without me.
Alrighty, well that is gonna do it for this week's episode of The Playlist. I am Ashley Cahill. Don't forget to go and like our Facebook page. We are almost at 100 for all of your pop culture updates.
And I'm Joshua O.K. Hale. Please tune in next week as we bring you another round of pop culture and tunes. Until next time, this is OK and Ashley and DJ Randy Wow signing off.